Welcome Minneapolis junior senior high school fans to Lion Country Stadium for NCAA track meet action here as the Lions, guys and gals, host the rest of the league in the annual NCAA track meet as we're winding down the season here. This is unfortunately the first track action we've been able to catch due to schedule and the weather. It's amazing weather we've had this spring. Today it's a beautiful 64 degrees, May 10th, 2013. Dale Leech and Mike Perry here to bring you this broadcast on Eagle Communications Channel 20. As we will first of all catch some of the field events that will be starting here in a few minutes, and then we'll be back for prelims in the running events and finals in the running events. Hopefully getting out of here by 9 p.m. or so. On the boys' side, I predict quite a battle between Sacred Heart and Beloit. Sacred Heart won the boys last year, I believe. That's Lina. And on the girls' side, I'd be awful surprised to see anybody beat Beloit. But who knows? That's why they play the game, isn't it? Hopefully the girls and the guys from Minneapolis can represent themselves well and place well individually, and also score good enough points to have each of them place well in the overall team points. We'll be back in a little bit with the start of field events action, followed up by prelims and finals in the running events. Okay, we're back for the preliminaries in the running events. We're only able to get the 2 flights of the discus in the field events. I was standing around waiting for some long jump action and just ran out of time. So we will have the 100-meter high hurdles for the girls coming up. Mariah Osherman will be competing for the Lions in this. Meter hurdles. We'll have 2 heats. Mariah's in lane 7. Her best time is 20.7 as a freshman. And she will be the only Minneapolis representative in the girls' side in the hurdles. Have that action in just a second. All right, gun is up on this first heat of the 100-meter hurdles prelims. Again, Mariah Osherman for the Lady Lions in lane 7. That's the, looking at your TV screen, the furthest lane on the left. It's freshman for the Lady Lions. Well, I guess not. Saw her warming up, but not in this heat. We'll find out if she's in the second heat. Yes, she is. My apologies. See the Lion track uniform and her blonde hair down there. Hustle them hurdles, Osherman. Okay, gun is up on the second heat. Jeremiah Friend should be in lane 5 according to the program. His best time again is 16:31. His lane 4 is Trevor Webb of Sacred Heart, is the best in the league so far, 14.8. Webb is in the lead. Friend is in second. Get that second hurdle there. He's going to take second in the heat. So he should qualify for the finals. Now the hurdles are going to be torn down, and next up be the 100-meter girls and 100-meter boys for prelims. For the Lady Lions, 100-meter will have Lindsay Shoup and Summer Burns. Well, I took that back. I heard the announcement earlier. There's no prelims for the girls. Apparently don't have more than 8 entries. So the boys 100-meter will be coming up. 100 meters for the boys is Matt Comfort and Ty Girard. Gavin Rothenberger is scratched on this. So we'll be here with the boys 100-meter prelims in just a minute. Okay, in this first heat of the 100-meter for the boys, Matt Comfort will be in lane 6 for the Lions. Rothenberger would have been in lane 3 but is scratched. Matt's best time is 11.5. Zach Brazon of Republic County is the fastest time in this heat so far with a 10.99. Comfort's running third, and that's what it's going to finish with the Southeast runner first, Brazon, Republic County second, and Comfort third. That was Cody Smith for Southeast of Saline. His best time coming in was 11:03, and he barely edged out Brazon there, I believe, from Republic County. It's pretty close between all three of them, the top 3 runners. Okay, the second heat, Ty Girard for the Lions will be in lane 2. His best time is 11.7. The best time here in this prelim is Drew Dietrich, of Sacred Heart with a 10.78. The record for the Lions in the boys 100-meter, Drew Weedle, 2002, with a 10.55. We'll be back with the start of this race. All right, the gun is up on the race. Again, Ty Girard for the Lions in lane 2. Favorite to win, Drew Dietrich in lane 4 from Sacred Heart. Dietrich cruising through here. Girard running 5th. Next action will be the 200 meters. Be the final prelim action. Girls, then boys. And we'll have a break before we get going on the finals. In the 200 meters for the girls, we'll have 3 entries for the Lady Lions. The first heat will feature Kylie McKinney, I believe, in lane 3. with a time of 27:91. In lane 6 will be Kennedy Allison with a best time of 28.0. In the second heat will be Lindsay Shoup, her best time 26:05. School record for the Lady Lions in the 200 meter is a 25.17, set by our own Linda Shea Smith in 1992. So her niece might knock on that door before she gets out of high school. Time will tell. 200 meters getting ready to line up over here. We'll be right back as they get going. Okay, we're joined by Mike Perry here. 200 meter girls first heat getting ready to get going. Kylie McKinney in lane 3 and
Kennedy Allison probably.
Allison lanes, I think they've got the lanes over here on the other sheet, Mike.
Oh.
Gun is up.
Allison 6, McKinney 3. That looks about right too, doesn't it? Allison out real well there, Dale. She's got some length to her, as you well know in basketball. She's tall.
2 Beloit runners, first and second.
She can get there. Beloit will finish first and second. Kennedy Allison third, and Kylie McKinney fourth. Now I wish they, and I better look before I wish, time-wise, they had other facilities. I'll flash it up on the scoreboard.
I had Kennedy unofficially at a 28 and McKinney at a 28.96. I might not have got the finger touch just the right time.
Allison's been running right around 28 all season long, looks like. Boys, Quentin Clark and Colton Baker. We still have another heat of girls here, though.
Lindsay Shoup will be in this one. Her best time is 26:05. And Mike, the record is 25:17.
Well,
set
she's
by her aunt. So
closing in on it.
Yeah, as a freshman. So gun is up here.
Shoup's in lane 4. They aren't running lane 1, so, or lane 2, it looks like. Lindsay Shoup. Looks to be right on the curve. She's done well right there. This is the fast heat. Shoup comes out of the curve in the lead. This is prelims. She's got a Sacred Heart girl on her hip, but Shoup will finish in the lead here. Unofficial time Dale has as of.
Oh, I missed the finger. I apologize.
Easy to do. Beautiful day here. Wind's out of the north a little bit. I don't know if it would be a wind-aided 100 meters or not, Dale.
I would almost bet it was. It doesn't take much to get it wind-aided.
I think 12 to 15 mile an hour is too much, so it's got to be fairly calm, as I remember, 15 mile an hour. Boys 200. Quentin Clark and Colton Baker, and we'll check the lane. Baker will be in heat 1. Clark in heat 2. Both will be running in lane 2. So on the inside, Colton Baker here first. Yeah, beautiful day, isn't it, Dale?
Yeah, it's about 70 degrees right now. If it wasn't for the breeze, it would just be absolutely perfect. NCAA track action. We were at Salina last year, Salina Stadium, hosted by Sacred Heart.
All you track freaks ought to be out here, sitting in the sunlight, soaking it up. It's a beautiful day after that long winter.
Long, cool spring.
And cool spring. Not ready for 100 degree a year ago, or 2 years ago, yesterday
Supposed to be 92 on Tuesday.
was the first 100-degree day we had
Really?
2 years ago when we had that scorcher of a summer.
Yep.
Umpteen days over 100 degrees.
Hopefully not to be repeated this summer.
Well, it looks like we have the same starter we had over at Bennington.
Rivers, the principal there this year, new principal. The girls' 100-meter did not run a preliminary. They had 9 entered and one of them scratched, so
they're good to go.
They're good to go to the finals as they were. And we're having a consultation between Principals Macy and Rivers over there. So we're not quite ready to get this track action started here in the 200-meter prelims.
Check and make sure they get sauerkraut on the dog or not sauerkraut. Mustard or relish.
And tomorrow here, Saturday, is the annual youth track meet. I think something like 20th this year. So
you couldn't ask for a better day. And predicted tomorrow, not too bad of a day. A little chilly tonight. It might be a little cool early.
To start, yeah.
Still supposed to get close to 70, so.
Well, we'll click off here till they get things straightened out and ready to go. Okay, the gun is up on this heat. Who's our runner again?
We have Colton Baker, and he'll be on the inside in lane 2. Yeah.
In the Minneapolis navy blue.
And they're set, and they're gone. It's hard to tell until they get straightened out who is in the lead. It looks like the Sacred Heart kid in front. 2 of them. Republic County is right there. Or is that Russelldale?
That's Beloit in front.
Republic County in second. That's Berzon.
Yep.
And Beloit takes it with Berzon from Republic County in second.
About a 26 seconds for
Colton's
Baker.
about 5th.
I was just a tad late shutting him off. It's just different using an app on a wireless phone the time than the clicker on.
And I don't know what happened to my
on a watch.
Stopwatch.
My stopwatch quit, and I haven't invested another $28 in another good one. And then I said, well, I get a free app on.
Would you rather use my phone? I've got one on my phone.
Well, you can use your phone. I don't care. It's just hard to do this and film at the same time.
I know what you mean. Second heat, 200 boys. And we'll have Quentin Clark, same lane as Colton Baker was in.
And you don't see linemen run the 200-meter very often.
No, early on, maybe Quentin's
but he's a
freshman year. We noticed the quickness, quick-footed lineman.
He is a trim lineman.
Trimmed down for forensics.
Yeah. Congratulations to those state champion class.
Well, let's put a plug in there, Dale.
Forensics.
That's Bergie's first
Yes.
#1 finish. She's had seconds and thirds, and she's had some excellent people. It's one of those years where we competed very well.
Gun is up here.
Set. He's fast, runs straight up and down like a lineman, but he's fast.
Diedrich from Sacred Heart in front, just cruising along. Quentin's about 5th right now.
Republic County in second. Red, I'm assuming, is Russell.
Well, I think
I
clicked him off. Yes, I think I clicked him off just a little bit too soon, but 25.2 unofficial for Quentin, and that is going to end the prelims. We've got an hour to
We've
kill.
got one more heat, but no Minneapolis person in it. This will be the fast heat of the.
Yeah.
We'll get Well, with Dietrich in that one, there's a Palin, Smith, and a Cook. Fannensteel from Russell, and Cody Smith from Southeast.
Are any of them showing a faster time than Dietrich?
Yes.
Really?
Cody Smith from Southeast is faster.
Ah.
But, you know, we can, he'll be in the finals and we can catch him then. It'll be a pretty good race. They're about the same time with Dietrich and Smith, so we can catch him then.
So we will be back with
Finals
start in an hour.
6 o'clock.
But if you're on TV watching, you don't have to wait an hour. We'll be right back. Okay, first of the finals, the running events that we're going to do. The boys 4x8. The girls didn't have a 4x8 team with Minneapolis, so we didn't bother with that. And here we go with the boys 4x8 and the Cooter boy. What's his first name?
Isaac Cooter will lead it off
will lead
for Minneapolis. Isaac Cooter, Brandon Davis, Skylar Reeprock, and Josh Macy will be the 4 in this 4x8 relay.
Lane 2. Start out here.
Cooter, a very good middle to long distance runner. He should be excellent in this 800. He runs a very quick first half of the mile and tries to hold on at the end. Very good miler, so he has distance. And I think he's got just enough speed to make this 800 first opening 800 pretty interesting.
Southeast runner has moved up on the outside and passed him.
You'll recognize a few names in the Republic County. Hadachek and Kuhlman will be running for Republic County.
Saw Brazon from the basketball team down there when I went down a minute ago and congratulated him on their state championship.
Brazon, a pretty good
Southeast
sprinter.
Has moved into third.
Cooter dropping back a little bit here.
Beloit and Republic County both moving up.
Sacred Heart will have Withnow, Nick Withnow, Andrew LaValle, Schmidberger, Drew Schmidberger, and Chris Sandquist. Hunter Post will be running for Beloit. That's a name and Bailey Vetter. Right now, we're trying to get Cooter back up in that first tier. He's dropped back on the opening leg of this 4x8.
Currently running 5th.
And look at that Sacred Heart kid go now.
Man, he's sprinting.
It's just an 800.
200-meter rate dash there.
He's got 100 meters to go, and he's got quite a bit left. Pretty good opening 100 meters, or 800.
Southeast 2nd, Beloit 3rd, Republic County 4th, and Minneapolis with Cooter in 5th place here.
Great opening 800 for Sacred Heart. Gets them the lead. Cooter struggling a little bit here. We'll hand off to Josh Macy.
217.77 for Cooter.
I think Macy's growing more. It looked like he's about 6'2", Dale.
Yeah.
And he is making up some of the distance up to Republic County and Beloit. Striding it out down the backstretch here. Sacred Heart still in the lead. Wins out of the Northwest, Dale. That kind of means,
smell it, can't you?
Kind of means that we're going to be in for it. A little bit of the money waiting around the corrals out there.
That kid's got some muscles.
Sacred Heart kid right there. Well put together young lad.
What's his name? Is that Wolf now?
I don't know if Wolf now is that. I think he's one of the other guys like Andrew LaValle.
Oh, okay. Josh has made up some ground here, but he got a long ways to go. He was not dealt a good hand. But they will place. There's only 5 teams, so they will get points here, no matter how they finish.
Minneapolis At the back of this, a good 80 meters behind the leader, which is Sacred Heart. Now look at him sprint, Dale. 200 meters, those guys kick it in the afterburners, and away he goes.
That's a good way to keep from getting caught.
Absolutely. So this is Nick, as someone had yelled out, this might be Nick Wethnow. Boy, he's put on some muscle, hasn't he?
Well, I don't think he ever was not very muscular. He's that quarterback that beat us up and good wrestler. State champion wrestler, I think.
I think the Schmidtberger kid will get. Lloyd dropped the baton. Josh hands off to Brandon Davis. See if Brandon can move up to that next tier, just 50 meters behind Beloit and Republic County.
2:17.91 for Macy, so we've had about two identical legs there.
Brandon looks like he's had a little quicker pace here. If he can make up a little distance here, maybe our anchor leg, Reeprock, can get us close to fourth place.
Republic County moves into third.
He's got a long stride. Brandon's moving up a little. Beautiful afternoon here at Minneapolis Stadium, hosting the league track meet, NCAA.
It's more beautiful for us than it is for those out there. We're out of the wind.
The wind is just enough coming off that cold aluminum to make it chilly. There's a few still in shorts and short sleeves, but about the time the sun goes behind the high school building, they'll be reaching for the hoodie. Sacred Heart with a comfortable 70-meter lead here.
Is this comfort?
I believe it is.
For Sacred Heart?
Well, no, there's not a comfort listed.
Oh, okay.
LaValle, Wethnow, Schmidtberger, and Sandquist. Two we probably recognize,
That's
the
LaValle,
other
I
two.
think. And here comes Brandon Davis. He's putting a little sprint on it.
Yes. Brandon will hand off to Skylar Reeprock.
All three legs, 2:17.
2:17.
2:17 and change.
Well, let's see if we can get a 2:10 here, and we'll reel in Beloit. Skylar's picked up a little ground on him. Sacred Heart just not having any trouble here at all. Their time better than anyone's coming in. And this would be Chris Sandquist as the locals. Or did you realize that was Maggie Dahl that ran the leg for the?
I did not. Well, I honestly did not see a bit of it.
She's the gal that had those two big heavy knee braces on during basketball
and volleyball, I think.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to run track with those on.
Yeah. Skylar, I think, will get it done. Beloit is right there. Skylar running pretty easy. Reeprock with just about 15 meters behind Beloit. We'll see if we can catch him on the backstretch. It'll be against the wind, about a 15-mile-an-hour breeze out of the northeast. Just enough to keep it from being a legal time, plus we get the aroma of the feedlot. Sacred Heart will win this easy. Chris Sandquist for the Knights. Southeast second. He's a big kid, running easy. And Republic County will be third.
40 unofficial.
let's see. There's the Kuhlman kid right there.
Yep. Public County. Brandon Reebrock, is he going to reel him in?
He's going to try.
Too much distance to make up.
Schuyler giving a good go down the home stretch. Just too much to make up. Reebrock with a pretty good 800 there. Don't tell me it's his 217 also.
213.16.
There you go. Schuyler with a nice 800 there and a good anchor leg for Minneapolis, as Minneapolis is fifth. Excuse me, sixth.
9:06.24.
Fifth place.
Time.
Girls 110 hurdles are next.
A little bit off the school record of 8:15.01 set in 1991 by Doring, Constable, Chapman, and Trout.
That was a pretty good relay team right there.
Next up, the girls 100 meter, and Minneapolis won't have anybody in it, so we'll back off.
Does Jeremiah Friend, did he qualify on the boys' side?
Don't recall.
He ran. We'll see if he's.
Yeah, I think he got second in his heat. Yeah, he got second to Trevor Webb in the heat.
Yeah, Jeremiah Friend will run in the boys 110 hurdle finals here right after the girls run. So we'll be right back with that here in just a minute.
Okay, we're set up for the boys 110 meter high hurdles. The gun is up. Jeremiah Friend for the Lions is in lane 3. Third from your right on television screen.
Trevor Webb right beside him is probably going to be
not the fastest time for sure.
Yeah, he's a second faster than anyone.
He's a Beloit kid, is that right?
Sacred Heart right out there. Webb.
Sacred Heart, no.
Jeremiah Friend, as I mentioned, time-wise, he's right there with the second and third place, and that's right where he's at. He was close to third, but I don't know if he got there.
Unofficial 15.91 for Friend.
That would be a personal best for him under his 16:31. So
Minneapolis record is 14.19 by Martin Crossan in 1977. The school or the league record dual held by John Braun of Russell in 1997 and our own Jacob Nelson, Minneapolis High School in 2002 with a time of 14.3.
meters, girls 100 meters next. Lindsay Shoup's a qualifier for Minneapolis.
She's one of the fastest in the field, I think. The league record in the girls 100 meter is 12.14 set by Eleni Zaveski of Ellsworth in 2009. School record, Jessica Milam in 1999, 12.06. So the school record just a tad faster than the league record. Obviously, Jessica did not get that time in league competition, probably at state or regional. Gun is up here.
Shoup has the second fastest time. This Hannah Smith from Beloit right there, 12.68, and Shoup is 12.79. Shoup has got the lead right now. Beloit right there. Lindsay Shoup's going to take this one. She's running too easy. The Beloit girl tightened up big time. Lindsay Shoup with the win.
Unofficial 12.68 for Lindsay. And her Her best was 12.79 coming in. So congratulations to freshman Lindsay Shoup.
H had her at 13 flat, but I think she was a little quicker than that. To get the official time. I think he's timing it the same way you are. Nice finish there by Lindsay Shoup. She wins the 100 meters. Smith not an issue as she looked like she tightened up mid-track. And Shoup pulled away easy at the end. I thought it was going to be a heck of a race. And Smith with a little faster time. Hannah Smith from Beloit did not run comfortably the last portion of the 100 meters, and Shoup took it pretty easy.
Boys 100 meter coming up. League record is John Dixon of Southeast at 2000 with a 10.7. Minneapolis record 10.55. Drew Weedle in 2002. Who do we have running, Mike?
We have Rothenberger, Matt Comfort, and Ty Gerard.
Rothenberger scratched.
So we will have Ty Gerard in too bad of a time at 10.70. Matt Comfort 11.70, and Comfort with 11.50. So
I don't know
if that was fast enough to get in or not.
I think maybe.
Final results of the boys 4x100 meter relay.
Is that Comfort in lane 2?
Fifth place is Minneapolis. Fourth place Beloit.
Can't see because of the power pole.
Republic County. Second place Southeast of Saline.
I don't know if your vantage point's any better than mine.
That looks like it. Jersey looks like it anyway. Time-wise, he should be in there. Zach Brazon's got the
gun is up.
And, of course, the Dietrich kid from Sacred Heart. I do believe Matt Comfort's in lane 2. We'll see once they get out from behind the pole. Dietrich in the middle of the track, along with Berzon from Republic County, should be pretty much in the lead when they get to our vantage point. That is Matt Comfort. That's Dietrich ahead of him, and Berzon got a terrible start, but Dietrich's going to run away from that easy. Southeast second, Matt Comfort about 4th.
About a 12.6 for Matt, unofficial.
Southeast kid ran a very good time. Berzon had a better time than him. Southeast, Cody Smith. Matt Comfort right there about 4th or 5th. Dietrich from Sacred Heart, the winner, does run.
Next event on the track will be the girls 1600
10.78.
1600 meter run for girls. This is the second call.
Say they're running these
First call for the girls.
running events off just right now because they're lining up the 1600 meters. We have Anna Trahan in here, I believe. She's about an even 6-minute miler. We'll see what her best time is here.
Senior Anna Trahan, right?
Yes.
She was part of the Class 3A forensics team champions from Minneapolis High School.
Trahan right at 6 minutes is her best time. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 times better, so she's probably looking at mid-pack. Very good cross-country runner.
6 minutes and his best this year. League record is, I'm not seeing it, there we are, 428.4. No, that's boys, excuse me.
I was going to say.
525.
Looks like it's Leah Thompson.
525.9, Leah Thompson of Sacred Heart.
5:25 is a very good time. I think Lindsay used to run 5:28, so I gauge the times by what I remember. Anyway, ran a little faster than that. College, of course, but
school record is Mary Lutz, 5:35.9, 1980. According to my calculations.
You're probably right.
Oh, and I didn't get the start.
They will cascade over at the pylon, over at the start of the 300-meter mark. Trahan right out there in the front right now, and they cascade over. Beloit and Southeast will have the lead, I believe. Trahan on the outside with the blue headband. Navy blue singlet. Running very comfortably right there in third. 4 laps, 1,600 meters. Southeast runner in Beloit right there, first and second. I'll try and get a name for you. Southeast, Sacred Heart, and Minneapolis. 1, 2, 3.
And it's starting to pick up some
Madison
on the
Kime.
first and second a little bit here.
Excuse me. I think her name is Ann Stutterheim. Southeast. And the Beloit runner would be. Well, there's no one in a 5-minute mile. It must be Pingle. Still 1, 2, 3, Southeast, Beloit, Minneapolis. Trahan staying right with the front pack, and that is exactly what she needs to do. She needs to be 1, 2, or 3 right there, and she's running strong here, or in the early going. 2 laps almost complete.
It's a definite separation of the runners here between the first 3 and the rest of the field. And it is very well within striking distance.
Well, that gives her some confidence to run right there with the top of the pack. She has ran in the front pack most of her career. The rest of the group are far behind. Excuse me, that's Sacred Heart up there, not Beloit. I'm mistaken. That's Southeast, Sacred Heart, and Minneapolis. I was wondering, I could not find a good time for Beloit.
Southeast runner is starting to pull away a little bit in first place. And Ann is starting to fall back just slightly.
Stutterheim and Schefferkey. Another Schefferkey, Dale. Yes, the Southeast miler is putting a little distance between her and Sacred Heart. Anna trying to stay right with Sacred Heart. And she has a very good race running going on here because Republic County is a good 50 meters behind her. Anna stays solid. She'll easily finish third here. I was hoping maybe the Sacred Heart girl would slow a little bit. Allison Stutterheim. Would that be right?
I heard somebody say, come on, Allison.
Yep.
Bell lap. Gun lap.
Gun lap.
Whatever you want to call it.
Here we have a gun. They do have a bell at most. Trahan running a strong race. Anna hanging right in there. There is no reason in the world why anyone would ever catch her for third place. The Sacred Heart girl reeling in Southeast here. A longer strided Sacred Heart girl, Schefferkey, closing in on Stutterheim. Anna Trahan falling back a little bit now. That's because the 2 front runners are moving out.
And the Southeast runner is not going to give up
No.
any more ground.
Stutterheim has another gear, and Schefferkey found it as they got to the 200-meter mark. Stutterheim kicked it up a notch, as Dale mentioned. They will not get any closer than that. Stutterheim, Schefferkey, and Anna Trahan, Minneapolis, a nice third-place finish here in the girls' 1,600 meters. Southeast Republic County and Beloit will have it out for 4th, 5th, and 6th, but there's Anna Trahan finishing third place. And that time has got to be under 6 minutes, that's for sure. Republic County, Southeast, neck and neck. Southeast is going to shut the door right there, and Southeast will finish 4th. Republic County 5th.
And here comes the last three runners. Russell, another Southeast runner, and a Beloit runner.
Boys 1600 is next. Minneapolis looked like they scratched Cooter. Randall Runyon usually runs. We'll see if his, yeah, he'll run. Trenton Kuhlman. Isaac Hesting. And we get Zinger. Brandon Zinger from Republic County. Hunter Post. Some names we'll recognize.
Unofficial time for the girls there, winner 5:31. Boys 1,600 meter. Again, the league record is 4:28.4 by Corey Donnelly of Sacred Heart. We saw that set just last year, Mike, 2012. And the Minneapolis school record is T.J. Trout, 1993, at the 4:27.03.
He could run it.
And I was messing around, and I didn't see we were ready to start, so I don't have a time again.
Runyon out on the outside as the boys 1,600 starts and is underway. Runyon will cascade over into tied for first, second, or third right in there on the outside. He'll probably end up 4th as they make the curve. And that's a good spot for him. Why, someone didn't pick up that Berzon kid for a tight end in football. I think he'd do well at K-State. Sacred Heart in the lead here in the 1,600. And would you like to guess the name of that kid?
Donnelly.
Yeah, he'll be tough.
Well, Mike, I'm not going to ask you a time here, but can you guess the name and event? If you got one of the two right, I'd be happy. Of the oldest school record in track and field. The record holder and what event it was in. I'll give you a few minutes.
Well, I don't know that we've ever got around that 100-meter or 100-yard dash. I guess it'd been a 100-yard dash back then.
I'll narrow it down even more. It's a field event. The oldest record.
Minneapolis record?
Oldest school record that still stands. It's a field event. Record holder in the event.
Now you got me.
You grew up looking at his name on the school record book all through high school. I know you did. There's Runyon. Where's Runyon? Runyon's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
there he is.
7th right now.
Alex Kahn from Beloit will run with Donnelly, Corey Donnelly. 4:30 and a 4:29.
That's a pretty tight race over there.
That's
for
tight.
First.
And it's a field event, huh?
Field event. Oldest school record in MHS history. Track and field. Actually, just field.
Yeah, I think it's a javelin.
No.
Okay, I give up.
All right. Burnsie Tex Hawker.
Long jump.
Yep.
Well, Tex was he was just brutal in that 100-meter dash, and that's who I thought might still have
well, those records no longer exist because they've been replaced by meters. But and it probably held for a while, the 100-meter. But the school record in long jump, 1922.
Goodness.
Burnsie Tex Hawker. 22 feet 6 inches.
22 foot. You get to that 20-foot mark, and you've done something. Donnelly and Kahn on the backside. They've got 300 meters to go, and they're stride for stride. We'll see if Conley can shut the door on Kahn. He's a second faster in the book. Runyon right here running easy ahead of the Republic County Beloit Southeast runners.
We'll catch the end of this race here with Donnelly of Sacred Heart, the NCAA record holder, in the lead.
We'll see if Kahn can get it done.
No.
No. Donnelly just runs so smooth. Kahn tightened up as he tried to get some more, and Donnelly. Nice mile race as Kahn was right on his heels the whole way, about a half a second behind. Maybe less. Runyon going down the backstretch, catches a Beloit runner.
Moving into ninth here.
First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth.
He's got a 200 kick.
That kid doesn't count. He's seventh right now.
Oh, this is lap traffic here? Okay.
This is lapped here.
All right.
He'll point at 7.
Yep.
Well, here comes the Republic County kid.
I don't think he's going to catch him.
No. Nice job, Randall Runyon. 7th place, I believe. Strong finish.
And the lap traffic must have dropped off. I don't see him on the track anymore.
Donnelly of Sacred Heart, the unofficial winner, 469-meter run. An unofficial time of 4:23.2.
4x100 next, Dale.
Did you hear that? Unofficial time, 4:23.2. That would beat his
Good grief.
record from last year by 5 seconds. That was unofficial, but
Wow. He's peaking at the right time, isn't he?
yes, he is.
4x1. Girls.
Girls 4x1 team is Giles, Allison, Shoup, Peters with McKinney as an alternate, I think. 51 seconds is their best time of the year. 4x1 record for the league is 50.41. So we're not too far off of that, Mike.
We are not too far off.
School record is 50.17 in 1980. Lori Meredith, Jana Macy, Janet Parrish, and Karen Cooper.
Those were some runners. 4x1 girls, Minneapolis looks to bring home the gold on this one.
Are we having 2 heats here? No.
No.
It's Giles out there setting up. Only 4 teams.
That's what I have, Dale. No, excuse me, I've got 5.
Oh, yeah, there's the 5th one. Okay.
Russell, Beloit, Minneapolis Southeast, and Sacred Heart. Looks like our competition should be from Beloit. It could be close with Remy Barents. Hannah Smith is fast. Budke and Brown. For Minneapolis, Lucy Giles will lead off. And the other runners, Lindsay Shoup, Kennedy Allison and Grace Peters. If I get a glance over there, it looks like Allison will be the 2 runner. Shoup will anchor, of course. Minneapolis will be in lane 2. Lucy Giles leads off.
So Kennedy Allison got 4th in the girls' discus.
Good. This starter is trying to get them into the blocks here. 4x1. Each runner 100 meters. Lucy Giles will lead it off and hand off to, I'm thinking it looks like Kennedy Allison over there. And I'm not picking up Grace Peters. Is that that hair is not red enough for Grace Peters. That's what's throwing me here.
Okay, the gun is up.
Well, the alternate is McKinney, so it might be McKinney running 3. They're set. Lucy Giles with the first carry here in the 100 meters. Beloit is out in the lead right now anyway. Good handoff there and a good handoff by Minneapolis as Kennedy Allison. Or is that McKinney?
I think that's Allison.
She hands off to...
That's Peters, isn't it?
Hair's not red enough.
Okay, it's
She can flat run whoever it is.
Shoup.
This will be Shoup right here. No, you're exactly right.
There's
That was
Peters.
Shoup running the 3rd leg, and there's the redhead. Grace Peters will finish it off for Minneapolis. They will not catch her. Minneapolis victorious in the 4x1. That's what had me. I couldn't find the red head, and I finally did at the end, didn't I?
The long ponytail's what tipped me off.
Shoup ran the curve. What a curve she
Yes,
ran
she
on that
did.
3rd leg, Lindsay Shoup.
50.
Really nice.
.69 unofficial.
They have ran a 51 flat, so Shoup with a great 3rd leg. Allison didn't do too bad down the backstretch either, so.
I had unofficial lap times or leg times of 14.67, 11:04, 12:59 on the last curve, and 12:39. My fingers got kind of jangled there on the 2nd to the 3rd, so that's a discrepancy there, a big discrepancy on the times for those 2 legs. But the total time was 50.69 unofficial.
There will be 6 boys teams in the 4x1. Minneapolis fielding a team here. Gage Mortimer, Matt Comfort, Gavin Rothenberger, and Ty Gerard. Leading off for Minneapolis, it looks like Ty Gerard, but
League record is 43.7, set in 2007 by Minneapolis. Kenton Lomberger, Jamel Townsend, Jarrett Jones, and Kyle Lomberger.
oh yeah. There's some speed to burn in that one.
School record is 43.2, set in 2005 by Trey Ergasman, Jeff Doring, Kenton Lomberger, and Ryan Mortimer.
Drew Weedle ran one of the best curves in the 100 meters in a 4x1, but when I saw Kenton Lomberger run it, I was pretty impressed. Kenton really...
Kenton was a curve man.
He ran the curve, didn't he? Ran a curve real well. Got Drew Weedle gold medal down at state, I know, against that long-legged Jordy Nelson.
Uh-huh.
It was quite a race. 4x1, Minneapolis out in lane 6 or 7.
Gun is up here.
Ty Gerard, I believe, is going to lead off for Minneapolis and hand off to, it looks like, Matt Comfort. No, I think this is Gavin Rothenberger.
Comfort's the second one.
That's Comfort. Matt Comfort
Hart's moving up.
running real well on that surgically repaired knee. He hands off to Ty Gerard. Gerard with a fairly decent curve hands it off to Gavin Rothenberger. He's got some ground to make up. He will not catch Dietrich, of course, but he needs to hold off Southeast, and Southeast will get him Minneapolis 4th.
Unofficial time of 45:11 for Minneapolis.
That would be one of their better, 45-48. I've got them on paper right now, so nice improvement there in the 4x100. That's who I missed. It was Gage Mortimer. He's either bulked up or I just didn't recognize him. And I always recognize him.
I hope he bulks up a little bit.
And I apologize if I missed him there. Comfort, Mortimer, Gerard, and Rothenberger were the names I had on that 4x1.
Next event will be
400.
400 meter.
Good deal.
Open 4.
For Minneapolis, we have a very good tandem here. We have two girls that run excellent 400s. Grace Peters runs under 60 seconds. She runs about 58.62. She just ran a leg in that 4x1, so she'll get right back in the blocks here to run a 400. Lucy Giles also runs. We'll see if she qualified. Her time's good enough.
League record, Jessica Milam of Minneapolis in 1999 with a 57.75. School record, Linda Shea Smith, 1991, 56.37. Of course, Minneapolis was in the Central Kansas League at that time, so. And
that's pretty fast.
Should identify Jessica Milam Gassman. Right?
Yeah.
Since I recognize Linda Shea Smith.
So we will have both Grace Peters and Lucy Giles in this. Lanes 4 and 5. Peters the redhead, as I'd mentioned. Distinguishing hairdo.
Giles a junior, Peters a sophomore. She had shin splint issues last year at this time, if I remember correctly.
I think she's ran through them because the time that I'm seeing right here is really good.
Gun is up.
Let me check and see if there are any other girls close. Usually there's a couple.
They're set.
Republic County girl. No, there's no one under a minute. Lucy Giles has the second best time, so I'm looking for a 1-2 finish here, Dale.
Why not?
Here comes Peters down the back stretch, has made up the stagger on Russell, now running shoulder to shoulder with Lucy Giles. Lucy has somebody to run with now. She can gauge her speed as the field is behind those two, that's for sure, aren't they, Dale?
Yes, they are.
Peters in lane 4, Giles lane 5. We'll see if Lucy can hold off Russell. Russell bringing it on here. Come on, Luce. Peters is going to win this. We'll see if Lucy, she has stamina. She's
Beloit's moving up.
See if we can hold off Beloit. Giles with a good stride. Just too strong a runner, and Lucy will close her out. Second place finish, Lucy Giles. Peters with a nice first place finish for Minneapolis. We go 1 and 2.
Unofficial time for Peters is 1:02.44. For Giles, 1:03.58.
Next event on the track, the boys 400-meter dash.
Boys 400 meter coming up.
Third final call for the
League record is
300-meter hurdles. Second call for the boys 300-meter hurdles.
John Dixon, southeast of Saline in 1998. That's been around a while. 49.67. School record. Tanner Gassman, 2001. The 49.33. So our school record is a little better than the league record. Our best just wasn't run at the league meet.
I think we're going to have 2 heats of 400, Dale.
Okay.
Brandon Davis is lined up here. We have Matt Comfort, and he'll be running against his cousin, Kane Comfort. We also have Josh Macy, so I think with the times I'm seeing from Dietrich, Nemechek, Sandquist, R.J. Jackson, Kane Comfort, and Matt Comfort, we've got 2 heats.
In this heat, we've got Davis in lane 3 and Macy in lane 4. Gun is up.
Well, they are running this track meet off in fine fashion. It's moving right along.
We like it like that.
Yeah. We were stymied over at Bennington. Of course, we were running JV and a couple different classes. When you have 2 heats of a mile, that's a different twist. 400 meters, Josh Macy and Brandon Davis. Macy on the outside, Davis on the inside. Russell out in the lead. Floyd on the outside. You must maintain your lane with the stagger. Macy, I believe, has made up some ground. Josh probably in first place. Davis struggling a little bit. Is probably looking at third or fourth. Macy, I don't know if he's even with the Russell kid or not.
No,
but
I don't think so.
No. Your eyes are still good, Dale. Russell first. Macy tightening up a little bit, coming down the home stretch. Josh, here comes Brandon Davis. He's going to get a strong finish in here. Russell, Minneapolis is the finish.
Unofficial time for Macy, 56.69. Unofficial for Davis, 57.36.
They have ran 53 and 55 respectively, so they have ran better. The wind is not standing out, so I don't know that we got a lot of wind to go against down the backstretch.
We've seen a lot worse.
Yes, sir.
What is up next?
This is 400 meters. This is
second
heat.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Matt Comfort will be in 1. I can see him setting his blocks up.
My eyes are still good, but the mind is fading fast. The attention span is fading fast. Just a short minute ago, we were talking about the fact we were having 2 heats.
Matt Comfort, Kane Comfort, with the Sandquist kid and the Dietrich kid are in here too. So.
There go Ma and Pa Perry.
Yeah, it might be getting a little chilly for Dad.
You'll take advantage of your car, I bet you.
I think I would.
Yeah.
Just drive around there and still a distance from the finish. It may not be a very good vantage point.
Okay, gun is up here. Nope, not anymore.
Comfort, comfort. Dietrich's out there in lane 6. Surprising. There's a, oh, I'll bet that's the Donnelly kid. Nope. Kane Comfort, Chris Sandquist, and Drew Dietrich.
3 Sacred Heart Knights in this heat.
There could easily be 3 heats, Dale. But if Dietrich's in this one, I would venture a guess that we're done with the 400.
I can't see the gun.
Well, he's got the gun up. He hadn't got him set in the blocks yet. Now he does. They're gone. Matt Comfort, lane 1. That is Donnelly with the green socks from Sacred Heart in the middle. Dietrich on the outside has made up the stagger on 2. Someone's going to have to run fast to catch him. He's gone. And Matt Comfort striding it out down the backstretch is doing just that. Dietrich in first. Kane Comfort, look at this Sacred Heart bunch. There's Bloit kid is going to put him away. I tell you what, Bloit, too strong a runner, is going to take first. Dietrich second. Matt Comfort about 5th. And a strong finish by Matt Comfort to get to that point.
Unofficially around 52 seconds for Matt.
And that's one of his better times. They have him at 52:30, so if he got down to 52 flat, a good time. H says 51 flat wanted, and that was Beloit. Slipped in there. Nemechek.
That was quite the competition for first place.
Nemechek just a little bit stronger down the last 30 meters. Catches and reels in Dietrich. It's kind of surprising to see him get beat there at the end, Dale.
Yes, it was. Sacred Heart took 3 of the top 4 spots. Second, third, and fourth. 300-meter hurdles up next. Mariah Osherman would be representing the Lady Lions, I believe. Ooh, catch a whiff of that feedlot.
Still got a little breeze coming in.
Could have gone all night without another whiff of that.
There's Chuck Lonberger.
Yeah.
In that Nike pink shirt.
Uh-huh.
He's still got leg. He can run. He can run. He's a 400-meter guy.
Yep.
300 hurdles coming up. They're going to be a while. The hurdle is not set up, so we'll shut her off. We'll be back when the gun gets close to getting in the air.
Girls 300-meter intermediate hurdles.
Mariah Osherman in lane 1 for Minneapolis. Green shoes there. Gets to the, checks up a little bit on that first hurdle. And that's, there she's right in stride with the second hurdle. First hurdle kind of got her a little bit checked up, but she's off and going now. One thing that hurts a hurdler is that stutter step before you get to that hurdle. Now Mariah's made up stagger on the runner in lane 2. Brockerman from Beloit, I'm sure, is right there. I don't know who the southeast girl is. Brockerman, long legs.
She's the girl that won the mile,
Yes.
isn't she?
And she will win it going away. Mariah Osherman with a nice finish. Last hurdle there, 5th place finish. 5th, 6th, 7th. Yes, 5th place finish for Mariah. It's a good run.
55-17 for Osherman. Unofficial. What was her best time coming in?
I'll look and see. Well, she cleaned up on that one. That's about 3
off
seconds faster.
If I was even close.
Boys 300 meters, I believe Jeremiah Friend and Gage Mortimer. No, excuse me. Rothenberger and Gage Mortimer. We'll see if we have 2 heats here.
400 meter or 300 meter hurdles. Anyway, the 300 meter school league record in the hurdles is
Martin Crossan.
No,
Jake Nelson, excuse me.
2001.
Sorry, Jake.
39.21.
I knew better than that.
School record.
You talk about a competitor.
Yep. School record is, where are we? Martin Crossan, 39.0, 1979.
39.0. Woo.
Back in the original NCAA.
This could be a pretty good race.
Gun is up.
But I think we've got 2 heats.
And we
do.
don't have anybody in it, so we'll be back. Now we're going to have the second heat. And I see at least one Minneapolis uniform over there. Lane 2. Actually, lane 3. Does that jive with what you see
Well,
on
I've
paper?
got Mortimer and Rothenberger. Rothenberger has a little better time than Gage. And we just had prelims of 3, or the first heat of 3, so we should have a full track here. Gage Mortimer down in lane 1. Rothenberger probably in lane 3. Or 1 and 2. No, 2 and 3 it'll be. Gage in 2, Rothenberger in 3.
Okay.
So they'll be running side by side. Bloit's in lane 1. Russell way out in lane 8. We have 8 or 7?
8.
8. We got a full track, Dale. This is a good thing. Starter has his gun up, and we're running these running events off in fine fashion. Boys, 300 meter hurdles. Gage Mortimer in 2, Rothenberger in 3. Nice rhythm there to the first hurdle. Rothenberger checks up a little there, but Mortimer right in the stride there. Mortimer checked up. He lost a place right there.
Mortimer sophomore, Rothenberger freshman.
Rothenberger hits that one in stride. Now Mortimer's back in it. Sacred Heart out in front. That's at Wuth now.
Boyd second. Rothenberger from Lions
Rothenberger and Mortimer. If we can get over this last one, Rothenberger does. So does Mortimer, and it's a 3-4 finish for Minneapolis. Impressive. Gavin Rothenberger.
41.95 unofficial for Rothenberger. 42.4 for
both
Mortimer.
Times better than their PRs. So they PR'd here tonight in the league track meet. .800 meters is next. We have a heck of a 800 tandem of, I think we'll have 2 runners, but let me double check before I throw that out there, because I'm thinking Grace Peters and Kylie McKinney or Molly Ochtenberg will run. Peters with a 2:26.
Must be going to be 2 heats. I don't see either one of them. There comes Ochtenberg. Okay. She's right in the middle of the pack. So there must be 2 heats.
I don't see the redhead.
Octoberg's the only line uniform out there.
I see. There we go. There's 2 girls out there now, so that would
Oh,
be.
okay. That's not Peters.
No, that'd be Kylie McKinney and Molly Ochtenberg.
Okay.
So you're absolutely right. We will see 2 heats, Dale. I don't see enough runners to field another bunch. I don't see Grace Peters out there, and I know she's got probably the best time in this track meet. Stutterheim is right with her.
You don't really see them run more than 1 heat in the 800.
No. But you will here tonight.
Oftentimes they'll just load them all up in the field.
Yes.
They go.
Unless they scratched Grace Peters. And they could have easily done that. 2 laps, girls 800 meters. As they cascade over, we have one of our runners up there.
Octoberg. Octoberg's the 3rd. McKinney's about 7th right now.
Molly Ochterberg. She runs about a 2:46. Kylie McKinney a 2:48.
Octoberg, a freshman. McKinney, a sophomore, I believe.
I just don't see another bunch of girls lining up for another 800.
I don't either. Of course, I don't.
This is it. And that looks like Stutterheim out in front, so.
Yep.
She's the class of the field, that's for sure. Molly Ochtenberg right there in 3rd.
Both the girls that took 1-2 in the 1600 are leading here in the 800.
Kylie McKinney moving up. McKinney in 6th now. Ochtenberg 3rd. She needs to hold off that Southeast girl. She's slowing just a little.
And Ochterberg's going to be passed by the Southeast. So Southeast has got 2 of the top 3 spots here right now.
Matt Comfort with a 5th place finish. 200. Or excuse me, 400. Haven't run that 200 yet.
Nope.
Chuck got that into my brain when he was up here. Stutterheim from Southeast leading this 400. Girls now I got 400 on the brain. Girls 800. Sacred Heart 2nd. Southeast 3rd, as Dale mentioned.
Ochterberg's going to make a move
Yes.
on the 3rd place girl.
Stutterheim will not be caught. She's got a stretch run. Molly Ochtenberg. Nice. She's got a nice gait to her run. She has a nice, and here comes McKinney. Hopefully Maggie Dahl doesn't catch her. McKinney, get there. Kylie, get there. Yes. Kylie McKinney with a nice finish to get up there to 4th.
238.2 for Ochterberg, 243.31 for McKinney.
238 is good for Ochtenberg. That's her best before that was 246, Dale.
Wow.
That's 12 seconds.
Well, hopefully I didn't mess it up.
Goodness gracious.
But, that's what I had.
Yeah, that's what they got on the paper.
800-meter relay for the girls, or not relay, 800-meter dash for run for the girls' time. Mary Lutz 2:21.69, school record. The NCAA record was, or it still probably is, 2:22.7. Jackie DuBois, Russell, 1998.
I see one Minneapolis runner out in lane 7, 1-8. Out in lane 8 is Skylar Rietbrock, the only Minneapolis runner. That Kahn kid from Beloit that ran on the heels of Donnelly is out there. And I see Donnelly in the middle of the pack. So we've got a good race lining up here in the boys 800. Republic County runner goes to the front right off the bat. Let me see if I can pick up a name. Trenton Kuhlman. He's the little brother.
Oh, yes.
That's exactly who that is. He runs like his big brother. Trenton Kuhlman out in the front.
He's a freshman, isn't he?
Yes.
If I remember right.
Yep, he's a Kuhlman. Kahn in second. And we've got a heck of a pack there. Skylar Rebrock really positioned well here, mid-pack. On the outside, he's not boxed in. 1 lap to go. He's paced himself well the first lap. We'll see if he's able to make up some ground here as he's still caught on the outside.
I think that's the older Kuhlman in the lead, isn't it?
No.
Didn't look real young.
Big enough.
Didn't look real young.
The older one's bigger.
There goes Sacred Heart runner zooming to the front. They've got 3 of the top 5 spots occupied.
Here comes Southeast now. Donnelly's not going to get boxed in. Look at the speed to cut in between those 2 runners. He's not done yet either.
Or is that a Beloit runner in first? That's a Beloit runner.
Yes, that's a Kahn kid.
Okay.
He was second place finish in the 1600. Let's see if Donnelly can really man Kahn with some speed. Here comes Donnelly. I believe you're right, Dale. That is the bigger Kuhlman kid. I need to apologize. That's the bigger one.
203 unofficial winning.
Here's Skylar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He might have been right there in 7th, 6th or 7th.
215.17 unofficial for Skylar. That was a nice race.
Yes, good race.
Colin Beloit, the unofficial winner of the boys 800. Unofficial time 203.8.
203.8 unofficial.
You know, Dale, we picked up a new pair of shoes for Kendall to run in the half marathon down at Oklahoma City, but the guy sold her the shoes over there at the running club in Salina. Remembered running against Evan Cox.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he says, you know, he had that stress fracture. I never would have beat him. And Evan had a pretty good run towards the end of his career before that stress fracture came on. He remembered him well.
League 800-meter record holder Mike is from Ellsworth. Any guess?
I'm trying to think of that Mexican kid's name.
Orozco.
Orozco, yeah.
Ben Orozco.
We're getting ready for the 200s. This is going to be a good race, Dale.
Yes, it will be.
They're waving the flag. They're ready to time, and the starter, all he has to do is get them lined up. Lindsey Shoup's out there in about a lane 5 or 6.
The league record in the 200-meter is Elena Zaveski, Ellsworth 25.65. Minneapolis record, Linda Shea 25.17, 1992.
It'd be possible we're going to have, didn't we have prelims in 200?
No, we did not. No, yes, we did. Yes, we did. It was
Surely
100,
we did.
100 meters. They didn't have prelims. That's for girls. We have Peters and Shoup over there, don't
Well, I see McKinney over there warming up. I also see Shoup.
Peters is out there in about lane 6. Is she not? I don't see McKinney.
Well, I thought that was her in lane 1 or 2-ish.
No, that's Shoup in 2. Unless there's 2 heats. No, that's Shoup.
I don't see enough girls for 2 heats. This is the big ball of wax right here. I think it's McKinney in 1 and Shoup is out in 5, but
It's a red uniform in 1.
Oh, I see that. So McKinney's in 2, and I think Shoup's out there in 5. Yeah, that's Shoup out there in 6.
Sheep's going to take this.
That was Kennedy Allison in lane 2, excuse me. And she ran well. Shoop with a big finish.
24.9 unofficial for Shoop, 28.05 for.
She just would not leave the door open. She just flat shut him down. And here's the race coming up that Chuck Lomberger thinks the league record could fall. I don't think so. He thinks Dietrich has a chance to.
Mike, if my time was right, you just saw a league record in the 200 meters.
Really?
25. No, I'm sorry, that was school. You just saw a school record.
School record.
25:17 by Shea in 1992. You saw 24.9 by her niece.
Well, how about that? We'll see if that comes to be.
School record in the 200 meter is Zielinski 25.65, so that definitely fell.
Good. Lindsay Shoop, and freshman too.
Yes. If my time was correct.
She's a strong runner. As proven in the last 30 meters when the opponents are trying to reel her in, she.
And Beloit was pushing her, so that made her dig. That Beloit girl. All right, boys, who we got going there?
Well, I don't know if Minneapolis qualified.
I'm not seeing a.
I didn't remember hearing it, so.
I'm not seeing a blue uniform over there. We'll go ahead and film it anyway. It ought to be a pretty good race.
It could be a heck of a race.
See if Chuck Lomberger's fears are realized here. League record 21.79 by Kenton Lomberger in 2007.
That's why he's worried.
Gun is up.
Nemechek from Beloit, Berzon from Republic County, and Dietrich from Sacred Heart, along with Cody Smith from Southeast, will be the 4 participants that should be at the finish line.
And I messed up.
Dietrich out fast. Berzon struggling. Smith not there. Dietrich's going to win this unless we see some speed by Beloit. We won't. Dietrich will finish this one off, and Drew Dietrich will win the 200.
Berzon second, I believe.
I think he got third. It looked like that Beloit, the Nemechek kid, got second, Berzon third, but you had a better angle than me, Dale, so it might have been that way. 23 flat. I think you're safe.
Oh, yeah, by
2 seconds. Second and a half.
Second, 1.25 seconds or so. So Chuck can breathe another year.
Here's my favorite point guard from Republic County, Lachey Hedstrom.
Where?
Blue shorts, red top. Blonde ponytail.
Oh,
gotta
okay,
recognize that.
Yeah. I was not looking in the same area you were looking.
They are warming up now. We should be due for one of the races that take the longest. It's a 2-mile. Anna Trahan will be in this.
7:33. The time, the day.
You know, this has just, I've been really pleased with the way this track meets ran off. We have not struggled, except for just right at the very start in the prelims. We had a little timing issue, and after they got that squared away, this thing's just zinged through, Dale.
League record in the 3,200 meters, Leah Thompson of Sacred Heart, 12:21.3. School record for the girls, 12:19.69 in 2004. Some kid named Perry.
I'll take it. 12:19. Yeah, she can still run.
Lindsay Perry.
She had a little trouble running that half marathon with 8.5 months pregnant. No, she didn't run it.
Now, mama.
I was just kidding. And he's got to be a running. Did I tell you what his name was, Dale?
If you did, I don't remember. My
How about
short attention span.
How about Quentin Michael?
Ah,
I got in there, Dale.
very good.
2-mile run, Anna Trahan in the middle of the track. Let me see if I can find some times here to do some comparing. We'll see how she stacks up against the field. It's a long, long race. 3,200. Trahan with a 12:29, and there is no one within 30 seconds of her, Dale. Can you imagine that?
So Anna's got the fastest time in the league coming in for this event.
Yes.
It doesn't look like she has any serious challengers.
12:47 from Sacred Heart's the closest. That's 20 seconds away.
Yep.
And then a 12:57. So, well, we look for Anna to go to the front and stay there on this 3,200. Just 8 quick laps. 8 easy laps. It's grueling. You have to pace yourself, that's for sure.
At least it's a nice temperature for
Yeah.
the runners. 2 Sacred Heart girls, second, third.
Anna Trahan in first, Sacred Heart second and third, Southeast fourth, Beloit fifth, Russell sixth. Trahan, Minneapolis first. 1 lap down, 7 to go.
And Anna is widening the lead significantly. You said there was 30 seconds difference in best times for
20
her?
seconds between first and second, and
Okay.
then another 20 seconds, another 15 seconds between second and third. So
Okay.
just about what you're seeing is what it's going to be. She's striding out down the backstretch. That's ideal situation. Anna ran the mile earlier and finished well. And this track meet is 2 events from being over. One of our favorites, Dale, and we've seen some of the prime 4x4s down at State.
Yep.
Some of the best races I've ever seen in my life.
2 of them determined the state championships.
Minneapolis had to win the 4x4 to win the track meet, and they did. Twice. So, yeah, it was
Nail biters
It
all
was
the way
fun.
down to the end.
It was extremely fun to be witness to that. But when you've got some speed like they did in those teams, and Lombergers and Weedles and Nelsons and
Jacob Nelson was always the final leg runner when he was in there, and there was an Ellsworth kid he always caught. I can't remember the name of the Ellsworth kid.
Yeah.
He always caught the Ellsworth kid
right over
just
there.
coming out of turn 4.
In between turn 3 and 4, he always caught him. Anna stretched out a nice, 30-meter, maybe 40 now, meter lead.
Oh, I'd say, 50. Easy. And the dangest thing I ever saw out of Jacob Nelson was at the state track meet.
I was just getting ready to tell that
He
story,
dropped
but you,
the baton.
that's one of your favorites, so go ahead.
He dropped the baton midpoint on the back side, had to stop and pick it up, and still did his thing. Incredible. It was just amazing. Never forget it.
It was my understanding that the baton actually rolled off the track. He stayed on the track, reached over, picked it up. If he would have took one step off that track,
Disqualified.
they would have been DQ'd. So presence of mind just to reach over, grab it, of course, and then just pick him up and lay him down. And was that prelim or was that
I think it was a prelim.
And we still qualified. It was just an amazing thing to hear the story, and to this day, when Dale tells it, we still get a laugh at it, because Nelson's quite a character anyway.
Quite the runner he was.
What a gutty runner in that 300 hurdles. My gosh, a competitor you will not find anyone as gutty as him. Not very often. Jake Nelson.
Now an elementary school teacher, I believe, in the Lawrence area somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I've talked to his parents about that, but I think that's the last I heard.
Anna Trahan down the backstretch. I think we're a mile into this thing, or thereabouts. Getting ready to lap a Southeast girl. And the Southeast girl is moved into second, so Anna might have some company in a couple laps, but right now, no.
About a 60 to 70 meter lead now for Anna. And she's going to lap this girl here right now.
Well, I'll have to call the daughter and tell her that her 2 mile time is hanging in there, record. But Anna, I don't think will challenge it here tonight, but that's a tough time. 2 mile.
Four to go. She's at a 6:11 mark halfway.
She's right there. She'll have to run that again to get to that school record. I would get Scott to run again down there. I was pretty impressed. The speed between the 50-meter mark and that timing stand.
You put somebody out there needing an insurance policy, he'll do it. He'll run to him.
As long as he didn't wrench a knee. These two girls are having a nice chat all the way around.
Yeah, just la-di-da.
And I think
Anna's going to end up with a 100-meter lead here before this lap is over. I lost her.
Yes, that's the Pingle girl, and from Southeast, I don't know her name, but I did recognize the Pingle girl, the two girls that were having the chat running together back there. Anna running very smooth here and running well here tonight. She bettered her mile mark, running into shape here, getting ready for the regionals. And Dale, I thought about this on the way home from Salina, that possibly you had some of the results from the Beloit relays that person could compare to.
I did not.
And know who to look for in this track meet. But after we saw the names of Dietrichs and such, that we knew the class of the field in the sprinters anyway. Trahan running well here in 3,200. And I didn't get the paper to check Beloit relay results. Usually I try and get that, get a few names out of there. I don't look forward to getting up at 4:30 in the morning and heading off to Oklahoma, but it is what it is.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
Yeah, Pingle, and they're still having a little chat. Now the Pingle girl is moving out a little bit. I guess they're done talking. Trahan just having a real nice run here. She looks just as smooth now, and this was lap 6. 2 to go, I believe.
Yes, I think you're right.
This is a tough race. You have to prepare for this. It's 2 more to go as Trahan, if she runs another split as she did the first mile, she's going to be right there.
Sacred Heart still running 2 and 3. And Anna's is going to lap this Southeast runner for a second time, I think.
I think so too. Lap and a half to go for Anna Trahan here in the 3,200. 8 laps, 2 mile. Trahan running very smooth. As I mentioned, the only time that was near her was 20 seconds away, so she's expanded on that. I think she's having a pretty good run here.
Team standings after
12:29, her better time so far this year.
Here's team standings.
with 150, followed by Southeast with 100, Minneapolis 69, Sacred Heart with 50, Republic County is in 5th with 36, Russell 6th with 34, and Ellsworth has 22. In the boys division, the leaders are at the Goodwin men, Beloit with 171, followed by Sacred Heart with 123, Southeast with 63, Minneapolis with 41, Republic County with 32, Ellsworth with 29, and Russell 4.
So the girls third, the boys fourth in team standings here. Catch Anna in her final lap of the 1,600 meters. The girls will pick up another 10 points here, but I think they're pretty far out of
They are,
third place contention.
but this is another kicker, Dale. They have the best time in the 4x4, so
Yeah,
they have a
that
chance to pick up
20
big
points, but I don't think 20 points would even do it, if I remember the point spread.
Yeah, I think they were 30 or 40 points behind, weren't they?
At least 30.
Your
Yeah.
run in 6th place, Dahl of Sacred Heart. 5th place, McKinney of Minneapolis. 4th place, Crime of Southeast. 3rd place, October of Minneapolis. 2nd place, the first green, Sacred Heart. The winner of the girls' 800-meter run in a time of 2:27.27, Sutterheim of Southeast.
Yeah. That was Stutterheim, and they scratched Grace Peters. 2:27. Peters 2:26 might have been enough. So don't know why they scratched Grace, but sure they had their reason. Possibly tightness. Anna Trahan finishing strong here. And the 2 mile is hers in the league. She's league champ in the 3,200. Nice finish, Anna Trahan. Pengel with another lap to go.
Unofficial 12:37.
Nice run for Anna Trahan. So far, not too many records broke. Dale, any that come to mind that you put an asterisk by? I didn't either.
Well, the only one is possibly is the 200 meter there by Lindsay Shoup. We need to get the official times on that, but she very well might have knocked that out.
Shoup's 26:05 was her best so far, and you had her at what unofficially, Dale?
I wrote it down. What did I do with it? I thought I wrote it down.
Yeah, I thought it even clipped her aunt's time.
Yes. Oh, 24:09 is what I had her in, and 25:17 is the school record with Linda Shea. So.
24:09, you say?
No, 24:09.
9.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's close, very close to a new
School
record.
anyway. And the 200 meter girls relay or girls record is, well, and she would have set the league record too. It was 25:65 by Zavinsky. So she could have set a league record and a school record in that. We'll be back for the boys if we have a boys in the 30. Yeah, Cooters out there at least. We'll be back. Okay, boys 3,200 meter coming up. We have Runyon and
Isaac
Cooter
Cooter,
both out there in lane 5 and 6.
Randall Runyon, and Isaac Cooter. See if I can get some times here. As I looked earlier,
Two
they're
fastest boys in the middle lane 4, 2 Sacred Heart runners.
my count is right, there could be 9 runners with better time. So if Runyon or Cooter in the top 7, it'd be a heck of a race by either or.
We're right now 1 and 3.
Donley.
2 and 3.
There goes Donley. Kahn's running this thing too. He's ran quite a few races. This is probably his 4th. I wonder what happened to Grace Peters. She evidently tightened up in the thigh. Most of our girls are out running to keep loose. It's starting to cool off. I would have sweats
she's
on.
She's not one of them, huh?
No.
Donley establishing a real good lead here.
Donley, a really, really good distance runner. Cooter and Runyon right there. Second on the outside of, I believe it's Stutterheim. Isaac Barnhart, I believe, is the Southeast runner.
Southeast is in second now. Beloit's moving into third. Here comes another Beloit runner.
That's Kahn, the Beloit runner there in third. Cooter, he stays right there with the pack. See how important it is to stay with that front pack as that other Sacred Heart kid moves up to stay.
Cooter's in fifth right now. Runyon's dropping back pretty significantly. Now Cooter's in sixth. Second Sacred Heart runner passing him.
Now it's a good pace for Isaac if he stays right in there. It's a good spot for him if he doesn't lose track of that pack. Now as this race progresses on, if he hangs in there, Donley, of course, we won't touch him up in front unless Kahn makes a move. And Kahn's in second.
Ellsworth running up Beloit there. I saw a slight difference in the uniform.
The other Sacred Heart runner, and then Isaac Cooter. Isaac in really good position if he hangs tight with the other Sacred Heart runner there. And that's a Schmidberger. Isaac's ran this distance most of his track career. He knows how to run it, and he knows the importance to stay close to that particular pack right in front of him. And he's doing a great job right there. Runyon now kicks it in a little bit, tries to get up to the next pack in front of him, which is 2 Republic County runners and a Beloit runner. It's got a funny uniform. Who am I missing?
There's the leader, Donley. A good 80, 90 meter lead.
Oh, mercy, yeah. Donley just such a smooth runner. He just doesn't have too many extra hiccups in his
doesn't
stride.
Look like he's even putting out, does it?
Nope. Isaac Cooter right there, perfect position for a top 7 finish in this race, and that would be a big accomplishment for Isaac here in this league track meet. Donley way out in front, but second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth right there, and that's where Isaac Cooter is, 6th place. Donley still just running easy. Down the back stretch has now stretched it out too.
90 meters easy.
Isaac's slowing a little, or the pack in front of him is speeding up a little. Now the Republic County kid behind Isaac has got his eyes set on 6th place. Isaac needs to maintain his pace.
Here comes Donley.
Corey Donley. Just same pace he started out with, Dale. He's still got same speed.
Not even working up a sweat.
No. Isaac, there's Kahn, and the Southeast kid is Barnhart. Isaac Cooter safe right there in 6th. Got good room and behind him and nice pace. In front, teammate Ty Gerard trying to encourage him on. It's tough to do when you've got another mile in front of you. They're about half done, weren't they? I'm waiting for the starter to hand.
League record set by this young man last year, 10:04.1. Let's see what he does today.
Wow. Just an easy 10-minute run for him. Isn't that something? He's starting to work up a little bit of a sweat, so I see 3 fingers. 3 laps to go. This kid's got 4 as Donnelly has lapped him.
There's the second guy that's been lapped.
Kahn from Beloit is in 2nd right there, so Donnelly has got quite a lead. Barnhart, Ellsworth runner, and then another Sacred Heart runner. Isaac Cooter right there in 6th. Republic County trying to get there, but those 2 guys don't look like they're interested in trying to do the pace that Isaac is. Isaac, just hope he doesn't slow down anymore.
Comes Conley again.
Goodness. It's just amazing how a guy can run his 7th lap the same pace that he ran his 2nd lap. Had time to chat with someone in the stands that time. Bright yellow-green looking socks. Most of the Sacred Heart runners have that on.
Baylor type socks.
Yeah. Eye-opening Baylor yellow or green. And there's a few shirts running around like that too. Sacred Heart.
And the Beloit runner here is in 2nd.
Kahn has picked up the pace a little bit. He's moved away from the pack that he was in front of.
Southeast 3rd, Ellsworth 4th, other Sacred Heart runner 5th.
Another set of green socks.
Isaac Cooter 6th, and the Republic County maybe closing on him a little bit.
Yes, I believe so. Isaac's going to have a struggle here in another half a lap. Schmidberger from Sacred Hearts moved up into 3rd now, and this Republic County runner has got a nice stride to him now. He's picked it up. Cooter still bouncing along there in 6th. And that's not safe as Republic County is getting there.
He's slowly but surely closing, and here's our leader again.
Are they going to kick off the gun? Yep. 1 lap to go
8:49.
for Donnelly. Good night. 8:49?
Uh-huh.
Boy, he's right there, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Donnelly in 1st from Sacred Heart. His running mate is in 3rd. Here's Kahn from Beloit, a half a lap behind. And I'm not kidding.
Half a lap exactly.
200 meters behind. Schmidberger is right here. But here Southeast is putting a move on him, and along with Beloit, or Ellsworth.
And I think Cooter got passed.
Cooter did get past, but Isaac is
coming back.
He's not done.
Yeah.
1 lap to go. Isaac has got something left.
Here comes Donnelly.
And is this a lap guy, or has he moved up?
That's a lap guy.
Lap guy.
Look at Donnelly putting it on.
Goodness. Corey Donnelly. And Dale's got him with unofficial time of
9:57.
Ooh, under 10. Under 10
smashed his record from last year.
Under 10 in the 2 mile. That's phenomenal. Here's Runyon. He's got a lap to go. Cooter just got passed again on the backstretch by the Republic County candidate. I don't think Isaac's done yet. Isaac safely in 7th at the time. Here comes Kahn. He's 2nd for Beloit. A good race for him. Here comes the Southeast kid in 3rd. Here comes Schmidberger in 4th. The Ellsworth kid 5th. And come on, that Republic County kid not going to be caught, is he? He'll get 6th. Isaac Cooter will get 7th. And as I mentioned, either one of the Minneapolis runners in the top 7 would be a great race. And that's where Isaac Cooter will finish 7th in the league in 3200s. Nice race, Isaac Cooter. Good finish, strong race throughout. Very consistent run for Isaac Cooter.
14.5 unofficial.
What was that time, Dale?
11:14:05 unofficial.
Good grief. His best time was a 12:06. He took 20-some seconds off his time.
That's what I
Holy mackerel. Here's Runyon. His best was just 11:54.
And he is 11:35.67.
So they PR'd and Cooter PR'd big time.
Mm-hmm.
What a finish for the 2 Minneapolis runners. Great finish. Good times, personal bests.
First place is Beloit with 152, second Southeast with 101, third Minneapolis with 79, fourth Sacred Heart with 64.
101.79.
Yeah.
Too far for me making up.
One more race to go, and it's one of our favorites. We have mentioned tales of this race at state track meet, and you just have to have been there to see it and witness the joy at the end of that thing to claim the state title and to be number 1. You have to, that's some pressure, Dale, when you have to win to get enough points to win the track meet. And it comes down to that last race. It's big. It's fun.
All right, our runners in the girls are Giles, Shoup, Allison.
Now, Grace Peters was penciled in, but of course she was penciled in that 800, so we'll see if the redhead gets out there. But I haven't seen her for.
She's not in that group.
Then I would assume they're running Kylie McKinney. And that's who I'm seeing there. Kylie McKinney, Lindsay Shoup, Kennedy Allison, and Lucy Giles, I believe, will be our 4 runners. Unless I get Kylie McKinney and Molly.
I'm thinking that's Ochterberg over there.
It is. She had the headband on. You're exactly right. So we have Molly Ochtenberg, Lucy Giles, Lindsay Shoup, and Kennedy Allison. We'll see who leads off. Shoup's got the baton in her hand, so
that would be interesting.
That would be interesting. I don't know that I'd do it that way.
League record is in this event.
Here's the final finisher in the boys 2 mile.
Where are we? 3,200 meter relay. League record 9:47.59 by Ellsworth back in 2006. Minneapolis record is 9:58.66. 2003. Another Perry kid in there. Alyssa George, Audra Atwell, Paige Hendrickson, and Lindsay Perry. School record holders 9:58.66.
That one will stand for a while. You won't find 4 girls that can run an 800 like that. Here we go. This is a 4x4, and as Dale mentioned earlier, Lindsay Shoup will lead off. Now, fielding probably the better time of the four. You would think she would anchor this thing, and that's the question that comes to be. But we've
got the order of Shoop,
announce it as we
Allison.
see it.
Shoop, Allison.
Ochtenberg.
Ochtenberg will probably be the third leg, and Giles. The fourth leg.
Well, there'll be some pressure on some girls because they'll be bringing it. Now, time-wise, Dale, we're 10 seconds better
than everybody else.
But that's with the Grace Peters running. And I might ask one of the coaches if I happen to run by him on the way out of here if Grace has a ailment or whether I thought maybe her thigh might have tightened up. The race I did see her run, she didn't look like she was running comfortably.
Gun is up on this one. Minneapolis is in lane 4.
Lindsay Shoop, your 200-meter and 100-meter dash winner.
Brings them set.
Looks like Kennedy Allison will be next. Shoop running real smooth the backstretch. Man, she's got a nice stride, doesn't she?
By the way, we did verify that she did not break the school and league record. My finger was too fast.
Or he's used to texting and got too many fingers in there
26,
at once.
26.4 was her time in the 200.
Still a PR as we had it on paper for Shoop. One of her better times all year long. Now tightening up a little bit here. Sacred Heart in the lead. Shoop reeling her in. You got to stay in your own lane, so Minneapolis does have the lead here. Shoop, big time finish down the stretch. She's a strong runner coming home. Let's get a good handoff, and we do. Kennedy Allison.
102.77.
Ooh. Nice. Allison got a nice stride. Good pace. You got to have a gutty finisher, Dale. Who's going to anchor this thing? Looks like Giles. Kennedy Allison, I mean, she is motoring. She had a very good first 200. Let's see if she can finish. Southeast trying to reel her in. Sacred Heart. Maggie Dahl is not going to get there. Here comes the long-legged Beloit girl, though, and we'll see if Allison can finish here. Yes. Molly Ochtenberg next. Good finish. Allison with a really nice 400. Hold it. There you go. Molly took off a little early. I was afraid she was going to take off too early.
104.8 unofficial for Allison.
Halfway decent handoff for Southeast. That's a pretty good runner there. Ochtenberg's going to have to get out there and go. Here comes Southeast. Yeah, look at that Southeast girl. Ochtenberg. I'm nervous now, Dale.
She's not going to catch her.
Well, let's see what the home stretch brings, huh? Coach Smith running down there. She's going to try and give her a little encouragement. It's going to get tight. Lucy Giles has got that big.
There, Molly's pouring it on.
There you go. Now we're talking. Ochtenberg kicked it in another gear, and now I feel a little better now. Whoa, there we go. Let's go, Lucy.
106.64 for the freshman.
Let's go, Lucy. No. If Lucy maintains that, they're not going to get there. Giles. motoring down the backstretch with a nice 30, 40-meter lead. Lucy Giles striding right out, Dale. They're not going to catch her, are they?
Good.
I was nervous for nothing.
40 meters back.
She would have to trip and fall and lose control of the baton. It's a nice race here for Minneapolis girls 4x4. Will win it. Allison Shoup, Ochtenberg, and Giles. She has not let up a bit. She's got a good 400 in her, doesn't she?
Yes, she does.
Nice finish. I was nervous for nothing. Lucy Giles motors away from the field. 30-meter lead. Nice race.
102.27 for Giles. 102.77 for Shoup to start it out. So unofficial time of 4:16.48. What was our PR coming in?
We ran a 4:13.
Wow.
But that was with the redhead, and
yeah.
she can run under 60 seconds. Yeah.
Pretty good for
4:16. You're right on the money on that time, Dale.
Having the well, my finger doesn't screw up all the time.
Minneapolis in a 4x4. It'll be Mortimer, Ty Gerard, Matt Comfort, and Gavin Rothenberger.
It definitely messed up on Shoup's 200 meters.
Nope, I'm wrong. Macy's going to be in this thing, if I'm seeing right.
Yes. He's going to be the second runner, it looks like. Or is he the leadoff? Who's our leadoff?
He's around the
way
bend
out
a little
there.
ways.
Yeah, way out there. Comfort, maybe? No, that's Mortimer.
That's Mortimer, and he's still got his
still got
big
his
shorts on.
Warm-ups on.
So we get Gage Mortimer in the lead off here in the 4x4. He's going to have to take that T-shirt off, or they're going to. There you go. Get that shirt and the baggy shorts off. Gage Mortimer will lead it off. Josh Macy will run number 2. Now, time-wise, Minneapolis is just neck and neck with Southeast and Beloit.
League record for this is 8:19.2, set in 2004 by Ellsworth. School record 8:15.01, set in 1991 by Trout and Company.
What was the time?
School record 8:15.
Now we're doing a 4x4, Dale. It'd be 3:40 something.
3,200 meter. No.
4x4.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I looked at the wrong one.
I was on the wrong one too. That's why I couldn't figure out why Macy was in there. Now I'm on the right page. Gage Mortimer, Josh Macy, and I've got Brandon Davis as a participant here, and Matt Comfort. Mortimer leading off for the Lions. There we go. He's got a stride to him. 400. That Sacred Heart kid is reeling him in. Mortimer let up now that he caught up with Republic County. That's a bad thing to do because the whole field just passed him by on the inside. Gage needs to kick it right back in and go. And he does. That's a Dietrich.
Yep. The younger of the two.
Come on, Gage.
Gage
yeah.
moves into third.
Gage moving
move
to right
second.
back up, yes.
Well, the Staggers might not be second.
Here's Josh Macy. Go, Josh, go. You're on the outside. You got that Southeast team is exactly the one they need to knock out of there.
And now they can cut in. Minneapolis running fourth here, just barely.
Now, is this Ty Gerard? Or is that Gavin
That's
Rothenberger?
Rothenberger.
That's Gavin Rothenberger.
Rothenberger.
Okay, so
Now Macy's moving into third. Going to make a run on second.
that's exactly what we need as Macy makes a nice strong move on Southeast. They're going to hold him off, but Rothenberger, our next runner, as Macy hands off to Gavin. Comfortably in third. Look at the stride on that cat. He's got long leg. They can keep him motoring. Rothenberger. Sacred Heart will not be caught. But here comes Beloit right behind us. Peyton Vetter, R.J. Jackson, Caleb Pollen, and Nemechek. Nemechek will be next.
And the freshman runner is going to get caught here.
He's not done,
Nope,
though, is
he's
he?
not.
Come on, Gavin.
Giving it the valiant effort.
Yes, he is. Sacred Heart, Southeast, Beloit, and Minneapolis.
Comfort.
Here's Comfort. Comfort gets the anchor. Oh, my, he can motor. Still motors well on that surgically repaired knee.
And bunged up again in football season.
Which loosened a little bit during football season. Look at Matt go. He's right there. Nemechek for Beloit. Matt Comfort. Southeast. Trying to hold him off. That'd be Peterson. See if Matt's got anything left. He caught the field. Or the pack. Sacred Heart will win it. Beloit is going to get passed by Peterson. Peterson will get by Beloit. Matt Comfort will get the Minneapolis Lions into fourth place on a valiant effort and a pretty decent time for the 4x4 team.
And I didn't catch the start, so I don't have a time. We'll see if
But that's
Mr.
it.
Henderson can help us here.
We'll hear a
.326.9 was the league record.
4:16 Minneapolis girls. That is pretty decent.
And the boys' record is 325.35 in 2005 by the Lombergers, Mortimer, and Doring.
Yeah. That Mortimer can run too.
He was quite a curve runner, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
he was.
Well, I think the Minneapolis girls going to get third here, and the boys fourth in the NCAA league. That's where they were sitting, and I don't think probably changed much point-wise in the last two races.
Now, even though Minneapolis did the girls put some points on the last two races, they won that 4x4, and then went 1-2 in the 200.
Monday night, we will be live at Legion Field in Minneapolis for the playoffs between the Beloit Trojans and the Minneapolis Lions.
Play ball!
In the sub-state or regionals, I'm not sure which it is. Minneapolis hosting its first sub-state baseball, I think. Yeah. So I think Mike and I will be there Monday. It's 5 o'clock. You can hear it live on.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get there.
On SalinaPost.com. Replay on Eagle Channel. Well, live on also on Eagle Channel 20, Minneapolis.
We're looking for a nice weather evening too.
Yeah, supposed to be 92 degrees the next day, so that'll be fairly decent wise temperature Monday night. Well, we've enjoyed bringing you to this track meet. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we'll see maybe if I'm going to get to regionals at Silver Lake next week or not. That will be determined yet. But we'll definitely have baseball coming up Monday night.
Yeah, if the stars align and we're out of state track anymore, it's one of the activities we look forward to taping over the years. State track, pageantry, and all the excitement we've seen down there, we're not allowed in anymore, so
Not to
we
film
can't
it.
bring that to you.
Yeah.
But it's
Mace-
fun. It was fun.
Macy and Giles getting set up for the youth track meet tomorrow. Give it its 20th annual run here. Well, we're going to sign off for the night. Thanks for having us in your home as always, Dale Leech.
And Mike Perry.
Good night, folks.